Everyone is in the lobby. We're going to be heading right in. And if you didn't know, there was a patch today. I kind of glanced at the notes, the patch notes. And as we head into the draft, let me quickly mouse over these bands, these map bands. So Party Time won the coin flip and decided to take first pick. So it's gillyShark taking us to Tomb of the Spider Queen. Cursed Hollow and Towers of Doom banned by Party Time. Dragonshire and Hanamura off the table from gillyShark. And we are going into Tomb of the Spider Queen. The lobby is set. I believe the draft just started. So one of the, as we head right into this, one of the main things I noticed from the patch notes was, well, first of all, some nerfs to D.Va, but no one taking any chances just yet. They were small nerfs to her baseline. I think some of her talents as well. So she's off the table though, and Urel also was nerfed a little bit just on one of her talents that is like a utility talent on her level 4. So she's off the table as well. She's been a menace in the off lane, very strong sustainability. And here we see Samuro taken off. We see this as a target ban. Samuro did have some changes today, but Stark is in the game. You got to think about Samuro. Stark is a very, very high-tier Samuro player, and he can just turn the tides of a game. I mean, Samuro, I don't know if this is his best map because it's not a huge map, but, you just never want to put Samuro in Stark's hands. Ana saw some nerfs today, but, she's been a top-tier healer, and she's taken off the table. And ETC right off the bat, and you know what? I can't believe they did it. They basically buffed ETC. They gave him more armor on his passive. Basically, anytime he uses an ability, he's going to get armor for a short duration. And they brought that even higher. He's been a menace, and he's even more of a menace now. They did nerf his level 13. That really put him into the meta. But just slightly. I mean, ETC's still, very, very strong. Diablo, veggies on Diablo. I mean, I've seen him this season really doing a number. Chemotripsin on Tyrande. This has been a gillyShark staple. Diablo Tyrande as just the CC chain, the tons of damage, and we see it coming out here. They are very comfortable with that. Pokeflute playing Anduin, who did see some buffs today. Baseline buffs to the pull on the Unstoppable, a little extra damage, I believe a little extra healing as well. Kilthos, great on this map for the wave clear. And I believe Ekib has thrown this out before, so we see that. And check this out, we see a Tychus ban. I wonder if that's hinting, well, Cho'Gall did get nerfed, but Tychus got buffed. So this could be some kind of last second switches to, based on today's patch. Greymane didn't see any changes to the patch, but has been a menace. He's just a consistently strong hero. Percentage damage as well. So he's knocked off the table here. If there's going to be a Cho'Gall, now's the time to pick it, but, it was nerfed. So I'm not particularly expecting it, but we were seeing a lot of Cho'Gall bans in the previous weeks. They're going Malthael and Raynor here. Chest Looter has been popping out Raynor here and there, and just a strong back line. Malthael in the solo lane. This is a good map for Malthael because it's a small map. He can make the rotations quickly, especially if he's got the Pale Horse to the mid lane and just quickly participate in a fight, as well as just having those last rites to finish off a kill. Ooh, Junkrat and Gazlowe. Nice. Gazlowe was buffed. We saw D.Va get nerfed after her rework. They really want the Gazlowe meta. Colonel Pants saying Goblin Boys. And we're going to see Gazlowe tonight rocking those turrets. Junkrat as well. This is pretty interesting. Overall, kind of a squishy team, I would say, you know, with just ETC as the main front line. Gazlo has survivability now, and they bust out a Zul. This is going to be a brawly match for what gillyShark wants to happen here. Zul going to be in the 4-man. That's going to give them a lot of wave clear, a lot of rotational advantage, and all the skeletons that the Necromancer brings up is really going to make it a little tougher of a time on the rotation for party time. So pretty cool draft. We see some new picks. I don't think I've done a Junkrat game this season. Gazlo, you know, after his buffs today, and Zul make an appearance after, you know, after his menace last season, and then nerfs. Cat Peach in here rooting for gillyShark. So let's see how they do tonight as we head into game 1. gillyShark slightly favored on the leaderboards, just a few points ahead. Let me see if they've played more matches. They have played one more match, though. They've played one more match than party time this season because of the flex matches that you can that need to be completed by the end of the season. So you never know. I know this is going to be a back and forth one. This is going to be a good matchup. So here we go. We're heading into the game. And let's go ahead and introduce our teams here. So on the blue side, we've got Party Time, Chess Clue on the front line with the ETC. Bishop Mist, is he on the Junkrat there, or is that the Gazlo? That looks like the Junkrat. Poke Flute on the Anduin. Colonel Pants, there's the Gazlo. And Ekib on the Kilthos. On the right-hand side, we have gillyShark. Veggies playing as Diablo. Chess Looter circling the keep on the Rainer. Zergy Monster on the Malthael. Stark's got Zul. Chemotripsin throwing the Owl. Does connect with 2. That is GG called. That first Owl, if it connects, yep, we see it here called with the sad face. GG Owl from Colonel Pants. So, all right, that's going to be my stream for tonight. Here we see the teams meeting up in the middle. There's a little combo onto Veggies. Not quite tanky yet. You can see he's taking a little bit of damage. Stark as well, stepping up. Has to pop his shield to help clear that wave. They actually didn't clear that as quick as I thought. Veggies trying to make a play onto Chess Clue. Root thrown out by Poke Flute. And now the team's heading top to continue these rotations. We've got Gazlo. Here's a root onto Chess Clue. Gazlo and Malthael in the bot lane here. So we want to kind of see how Gazlo fares. Oh, Zergy Monster dropping a little damage there as he tries to make a rotation. Stark also looking. Didn't want to give him anything for free. It looks like Gazlo heading straight to the Bruiser camp over here. Got a little action up top. Chess Clue taking a bit of damage. Chess Looter. We've got Chess Clue and Chess Looter. Just noticed that. A lot of chess going on. Everyone thinking a few moves ahead. Zergy Monster popping up from the mid lane to help clear here. And look, Zul actually working on the bot camp. Not such a great camp clear early on. Does better later on, but looks relatively uncontested. Zergy Monster coming to help finish this. Gazlo still working by himself. Got actually a little more work to do to finish up those bruisers. Bishop Mist heading bot to help control the bot lane. Someone's got to get this soak. And Veggies just slowing down rotations, trying to get that XP advantage. Looks like they're doing all right so far. They do hit level 4 first for the talent advantage. And we've got some jokes in the chat here. So looks like they're holding their advantage here in the rotation is gillyShark. But the bruisers finally come out. Gazlo finishes his job. But it looks like it's going to be a relatively quick clear. They're giving this up for free. And that camp bot lane actually got a tower in most of this gate. So I'd say that's a pretty good trade for gillyShark. And Veggies actually a little low here, might have got comboed. A lot of action, a lot of rotations mid, the team heading bot quite a bit. kind of screwing up that mid-top rotation, just keeping each other on their toes. And actually, it looks like they're getting some good value here. Mid is the team of Party Time, gets a whole tower and the gate there. You know, Stark didn't quite finish clearing the bruisers here mid and had walked away. Let's see if they get some counter pressure here now that their bruisers are up. It looks like they're taking advantage of this to turn in. Veggies does get his in. Chess Looter and Chemo as well. And Chesku, okay, he did have his slide. I thought it got interrupted. Ekeeb and Bishop Miss trying to clear this out. There's a bomb just to spread that out. And we are connecting with the wall now, getting a little bit of damage here, but they're not going to over push this advantage. Veggies actually changes his mind, goes in deep, and he's pooped over the wall. That is a nice mine from Bishop Miss there to drop Veggies over just as the red team gillyShark does get the first turn in. So these web weavers are going to spawn before Diablo is back. This might help. And here's a slide onto onto Chemo, who does pop the medallion to get away. The combo continues, but not quite enough to get the kill. But this is, I would say, quite beneficial for the side of Party Time. They're going to be able to get the clear started a little faster because Diablo was not here. Veggie's coming around, though. He might, okay. Looks like they're going to get their push top currently. They've got quite a healthy web weaver. Chess Looter popping the Inspire to get a little extra damage. Veggie slowing down the rotation. Very well positioned there. You saw him very deep here, not letting Party Time come over, and they get some good value clearing this wall. Not too much more. Down bot, Colonel Pants doing a good job holding this off. We did see, by the way, some changes to the towers. Look at this big rotation. Colonel Pants did sniff that out and didn't step out. So well played, playing very safe. And it looks like, ooh, nice owl to stop that turn in. Veggie's going to be here on time now. They've got plenty of stall on the side of gillyShark. Chess Clue with tons and tons of gems. Needs to find a time to turn this in. Ekeeb will get his in. The owl did not hit Ekeeb. Bishop Miss now trying to turn in. But look at all of those stalls. Veggie and Chemo Tripsin just stalling out of their mind. Colonel Pants in some trouble down here. Actually ends up losing this. Let's see if Chesku can reach. Nice unstoppable from Stark, but is it enough? And it looks like they're going to get the kill. 8 gems down. Zergy Monster is here to pick him up. And that is bot fort. So Zul and Malthael down here with that camp were able to hold Colonel Pants off. So I would say that's overall a pretty good trade. They did recover those gems and have still been holding Party Time off of the turn-in. And as I say that, Colonel Pants does turn in, but there's a lot of pressure. Chemo does not land the follow-up CC with the Lunar Flare there, and luckily able to walk away is Colonel Pants. And now we've got level 10 for both teams. Phoenix online, Mosh Pit, Light Bomb, Rip Tire, and Gravel Bomb. That is a big combo with the Mosh Pit, the Gravel Bomb, Light Bomb. I'm curious to see how Party Time pulls that off as they start pushing in top. Veggies and friends starting to come up to try and hold them off. We've got the Starfall, Hyperion, Lightning Breath, Poison Nova, and Last Rites. A lot of AoE damage, not tons of extra CC for the side of gillyShark, but they brought a lot of extra damage. And I wanted to point this out. Well, that well's gone, but they did change the wells, actually. And here's a big combo. There's the Gravel Bomb onto 2. Chess Clue is deep, though. Does get a shield, but not quite enough to survive. And the team now running away, but it is a massacre. Poke Flute's going to be next. That is 4 for none. They were pretty deep under tower there. The combo did land with the Gravel Bomb, but just not quite enough. You saw all the counter damage here, and they're not able to start the boss just yet because the bottom Web Weaver is still alive, pushing in here. Quite a big wave. Let's see if it actually clears this out. Zergy Monster does show up. I don't think they're going to have quite enough time to start the boss. Everyone's back up. The death timers are still too short. So they're just going to press their advantage here. And what I was saying, these wells, they changed it so they actually have a ton of shields and only a little bit of health now because the shield regenerates. And it makes it a little harder. Their intention is it makes it a little harder to snipe the wells. Some players like to cheese early and sneak over and kill the wells of the enemy team. It makes that just a little bit harder because if you don't finish it off, basically the health regenerates because of the shield. We see the bruiser camp picked up here on the side of gillyShark, and Ekeeb actually pretty low here, almost got sniped by that owl, took quite a bit of damage. Bishop missed clearing out mid, and it looks like they're working on turning in their gems here. They do have enough, and that's a red web weaver for the side of gillyShark, and they're clearing out top. It looks like that's where they want to make their push. They do have the bruisers mid that did clear out. These bruisers were well timed on the side of party time to help mitigate the push from the web weaver, so they can come up top and try and hold off this push. All heroics are back online for both teams, so we can expect a team fight to be underway pretty soon. Bishop missed hanging out from an angle. Everyone else trying to stick under the fort here. And just the web weaver left, but not much health on this fort. The team does decide to back off. There comes the Riptire just for a little bit of damage. No combo there. So mid is cleared. Gazlo working on bot now. So it looks like the push is going to be up here. And actually, it looks like they're not going to get much more than that on the side of gillyShark. They decide to step away, maybe clear out mid and see if they can start working on this fort. But it looks like they're going to be here in time to defend this. Is party time. Gazlo off by himself, but I don't think anyone's going to make a move on him. There's a slide deep from Chess Clue. Light bomb onto him as well. Hits 3, and now look at that bomb. Stark under tower. Zergy Monster as well, but it looks like it's a 1-for-1 on those last rights. And oh, that lightning breath under tower to Ekeeb under the fort. Veggie's just going in. Look how tanky he is. Tanking those tower shots forever. And still at half health. Wow. Nice double kill there. They did trade 2 for 1, but a very aggressive play gives them that fort as well. Looking pretty good on the side of gillyShark in control of the structures on the map. They head bot to start the camp. And looks like everyone's back up here. Interesting. We see Q build from Junkrat. This had kind of changed over time. We had seen it kind of go to the trap build, that the traps chase the people and silence them. He still did take the silence, but Q build at 4, that's going to keep stacking and making his stronger and stronger. Team's kind of sticking around. No one giving up a fight just yet. Level 16 about to be the advantage for gillyShark. And they're taking that advantage up to the boss. And the team, party time, kind of knows about it, but do they want to invade here down level 16? The boss is already down to 25% health. Tons of damage between Chess Looter, Zergy Monsters, percent damage. Veggie's holding him off. And that's going to be it. That's going to be a boss with the level 16 advantage. No risks being taken there on the side of party time. Probably for the best. There's not enough for the turn-in quite yet, but they're going to be pretty close. They're around like 50-something gems here. Not pushing in with the boss just yet. It looks like they're getting their advantage in other lanes and letting this boss just give them the chance to turn in the gems. Enough gems for a turn-in on party time, but they haven't really had the chance, and you've seen all the interrupts from Veggies and Chemo that really didn't give them the chance, and that is another web weaver. I believe 3rd of the game now for gillyShark. No forts left. This is going to be pushing in on keeps. Let's see what they want to do. Party time, trying to sniff them out. There's an unstoppable from Colonel Pants. They tried to sniff him out here. I believe the medallion saved him. Well played. So that is Poison Nova down, but that's about it for heroics. Everything else is up for this defense and offense. So making a play in mid, and they're pushing in here. All three lanes are getting pretty close, so they're gonna have to focus on one lane to defend here, and it looks like they're gonna take the wall and head north is the side of gillyShark, and they've got a nice sized wave and a web weaver missing its ability here, as always. And as they push in, it looks like this is gonna be a keep, or very close to it. Nice defense from Party Time. It doesn't look like they're going to push in with it. They don't want to give them the fight. They've got a 2-level lead on the side of gillyShark. They're probably going to play for 20. And let's see if they can hold off a turn-in. But they might not want to give them the fight. So I'm imagining they're going to go for camps. Looks like they're heading to the bot camp, and they'll probably head to their bruiser camp next. Veggies defending the bot turn-in for the time being. Heading over to start the camp. He wants to make sure it's started because he doesn't know if the side of Party Time was turning in top, and they want to have both these camps out for the defense. But Party Time actually hasn't turned in yet. They don't know exactly where gillyShark is, and they maybe didn't want to risk it. Colonel Pants sitting on a ton of gems, but Veggies is coming now, looking for the stall, gets it onto Colonel Pants. I don't think they want to give him the fight, though, and they're going to get the turn in here on the side of Party Time. And there you see it. gillyShark trying to hit for level 20 decides to give up the web weaver. They've got, pressure in quite a few lanes. The lane's pushed out, so this might be a smart play. Look at Chest Looter going deep, trying to finish this keep. What a play with the Hyperion to knock down the keep. And then he Hearthstoned out of there. Chest Looter thinking 10 steps ahead there. Gets the keep. Sneaky, sneaky play. As we see the teams coming in mid. And let's see how this push goes in. Level 20 not quite online. There's still quite a bit of time, so this might be the fight and the push that Party Time is looking for. We see the Starfall and the Phoenix out. Starfall doing a number to clear out all those minions. Phoenix creating some space. And we've got Web Weaver still in all lanes. Pretty unhealthy, but a huge wave bot is probably going to get that fort. And that... they're focusing on this defense here mid, so there's going to be a little bit of pressure in the off lanes. They don't want to give anything up for free pre-level 20, and they might be getting close enough for the level 20 push. Party Time's going to be mindful of that. That level 20 might hit with 1 or 2 waves here. And very low health bars. Colonel Pants actually looking pretty low, and now there's a Light Bomb, a combo, and an Unstoppable, and there's Chesku eating a full Poison Nova, not getting out of that one. Here's the Junkrat Riptire, pushes everyone away to make some space, pops the Unstoppable, and that's going to be a 1-for-0, level 20 online, as Party Time tucking their tail between their legs and running away after that attempt. They did land that Light Bomb combo, but... not quite enough. That Poison Nova was tons of damage, and ETC not quite super tanky. He did get that little armor buff, but his health bar is not super, super big for a tank, and he goes down again there. Level 20 advantage. 15 seconds left before ETC is online, and let's see if they're going to make a play for the boss here. 5 more seconds for ETC. Mosh Pit is up, but no level 20. This looks like another free boss here. Boss stun did connect on Veggies. Got to call that out, as they do get the boss here. And Chemo doing a great job of throwing those owls for vision. Always trying to keep track of where the enemy team is. See, those owls just coming off cooldown, basically, just to try and do damage. I believe the further those owls travel, the more damage it does. Especially with this level 1 here, Ranger. Its width is increased by 25% and deals up to 250% more damage based on distance. Here's the Riptire to try and create space. This is going on to the core This is going to need to be a big defense. Chess-Clue has the Light Bomb on him, but he's just trying to run for his life right now. Pops the Unstoppable. Veggies in deep, trying to create some space, and there's a combo onto Veggies. Chess-Clue takes a ton of damage, got the last rights, is the first to fall. Veggies in return. And the core falls next. GG, game 1 going to gillyShark. Well played. Very nice macro control throughout that game. You saw them sneaking off for that bot camp early and getting value from that, getting the turn-ins, using Veggies and Chemo Trips in the Diablo and Tyrande stalls to not let Party Time get a turn-in for a very long time. And I don't know why, you know, this keeps happening. Blizzard, small indie company, but we've got no stats, so technically that game didn't happen. And that's going to be unfortunate. We don't have a game summary here. No stats, no talents. So, well played. Very unfortunate. Let's see where the teams take us for game number 2. In the meantime, let's take a second. I just set this up. I don't know if it works. I hope this works. I want to, while we wait for the lobby for game 2, since we don't have stats, let's go ahead and look at some of these patch notes. Let's see if this works. I'm relatively new to this OBS stuff, so hopefully you guys can see these patch notes. And you can see there was a lot of changes to a lot of heroes here. If someone in the chat can just let me know. CV Fair hanging with the big dogs. Nice to see you here. So let me know if you can see these patch notes. We see a lot of changes. Anubarak did get some buffs. They nerfed the level 13 Burning Beetles just a little bit. I mean, it turned out to be a lot of passive damage between Anubarak and the Beetles all together. It was kind of crazy. Like, you could get a lot of passage damage per second. But he did see some boost to his health. And, you know, it's very interesting with Anubarak because, like, he's got the double stun. He's got such a great engage and the cocoon that very slight adjustments can make him very strong. So let's see if Anubarak sees some play, if not this week, you know, in the coming weeks as teams bring him back into rotation. Cho got nerfed. We saw a lot of Cho'Gall bans and picks in these first few weeks. So we see some nerfs, and it might be enough to take them out of the top of the meta here. Diablo. So it was interesting because one of the first changes here was to the towers. Let me head up here. The towers do, and forts and keeps, so all the buildings do more damage. And it looks like we've got a lobby. So this kind of messes with Diablo a little bit. You saw Veggies diving deep for a lot of those plays. I mean, Diablo's still tanky, but you notice the extra damage that the buildings can do here. So that messes with Diablo's deep dives. Some changes there. ETC, this is what I was saying. He got this armor bonus. Oh, it was reduced. Okay, I thought this was increased. I was going to say nerfs sound more in line for where ETC is. So they reduced some of this. And the Encore as well. That gives him the cooldowns. Deathwing saw some changes between his two forms. Diva, as we saw, was a menace last week and saw some nerfs overall. So trying to tone her down. And Gazlo saw the buffs. Unfortunately, didn't win that game. You know, we all want to see the Gazlo meta, but just not quite enough that game. gillyShark really shown what they got there. Imperious, some stab changes here, a little bit less damage and shields on the level 7. The stab has been very strong and has been kind of the pick there. Hand of Freedom is like a utility pick for Urel in the offlane. Very interesting choice that she can basically help a teammate and give movement speed to a teammate. So kind of an interesting change there. Alexstrasza, you know, has not been in the meta really as a healer, and they're really trying to bring her in here. They did some nice buffs throughout her kit. So let's see if she comes back in. Ana with some nerfs. Let me see if we're ready. We're waiting on one. I'm gonna hit him with a ready, and we can keep looking at these stats while we wait. Actually, let's see what map we were on. Now that we got a little teaser there. Braxis holdout. Ooh. Don't see too much Braxis, but this can be an interesting pick. So, Anduin, we saw him that game. He did have some slight buffs to heals, just overall to his kit, and actually to his less picked. We didn't see it picked that game. Salvation talent at level 10. Uther, healing a hero that is stunned, rooted, grants them 50. I wonder if they increased to 3 seconds. That's always been something close to that. I don't remember what it was. Kerrigan saw some buffs, looks like. So a few changes there. Bigger Maelstrom. That's pretty cool. A little bigger range on the Maelstrom. Samuro, so the Stark hero right here. We're going to have to see what he says about Samuro's changes. They brought down the super micro heavy bonus at level 20, and they increased the Bladestorm build, which is kind of the easier one to play, I guess. And a little nerf, it looks like, overall. Yeah, it looks like a little bit of a nerf. And, I mean, in the right hands, you know that Samuro can be crazy. We're heading into the draft, so let me just quickly update. We are on Braxis, and I'm not sure who picked the map, so let's go ahead and get the draft screen up. And so you saw there's quite a few changes here, you know, this week, so pretty cool. Should change up the meta just a little bit here. No reworks, but some pretty cool stuff. We see Urel banned. So it looks like first pick is on the side of gillyShark. So it looks like Party Time picked the map. Pretty interesting there. So they lost game 1, but they decided to take map pick and take us to Braxis holdout. So, you know, this is kind of a funky map. It's 2 lanes, and you've got to control both points. So you need a really strong solo laner, and you need a strong 4-man that can hold the points for an extended period of time to get that wave. It can be pretty snowbally if you get that advantage in the early game. And let's see if it continues through this draft. They ban out the Tyrande, so, I mean, you see Chemo doing nasty plays with the Tyrande, the great follow-up, the high damage numbers the Owl can put out. And if you let Veggies play Diablo, I think Veggies will play Diablo. It's kind of like a if-then kind of situation. If Diablo open, Veggies equals Diablo, something like that. And it can be scary. And Tychus actually busting through here was reworked. We didn't see him in the stats we were just going through here, but there was some changes to his talents. So they moved some talents around, and they jump right into a Tychus, which he's the tank buster. He does a lot of percent damage, and he can do a lot of damage to Veggies. Really burn that health bar. May, still our newest hero, coming in as our tank choice on Chess Clue here. Chemo dropping in on the Deckard now that his Tyrande is knocked out. A lot of CC still. I think that's what they like. They like the Veggies to start the CC chain, and then the follow-up from Chemo trips in here. So we see Raynor, Zergy Monster picking the Raynor here. Is this something sneaky? Are they going to switch in the switch phase? Because Chess Looter played the Raynor last time. Is this some mental games, or did they just run out of time and had to pick it quickly? Kael'thas banned out. Sense says nerf me. You're unnerfable, man. They can't do anything. You're too good. So we see the Kael'thas ban. Braxis. Let's see what's coming back here. What do they take out? A healer? Try and kind of choke that out. Rexar. That's a good ban. Rexar is very strong on this map in the solo lane. No solo laner has been chosen yet. Rexar, just kind of being able to control the point and collect the XP, has shown him to be a menace on control point maps like this one and Dragonshire. And it's a good, you know, strong pick for these maps like this one. So it's off the table. Stukov picked up here for the healer pick, and Mephisto, I believe there was some buffs. I didn't really see what happened to Mephisto's kit, but Mephisto was strong before, and you know, they changed, you know, I think they buffed some lesser pick talents to see if there were new builds that might emerge. But that is tons of damage, AoE damage that can be popped out, and arguably pretty good into Deckard. Deckard, you know, thrives in the potions, kind of healing one person unless he can really set up. So the split damage could be really nice from Mephisto there. We see Stark popping off the Chromie and Malthael for Chest Looter. I'm expecting a switch from Zergy Monster and Chest Looter here. But a lot of similar picks, you know. I think gillyShark has the mantra of, if you're going to let us pick our strong heroes, you're going to let Veggies on his Diablo, Veggies will pick the Diablo. So we see, you know, some similar picks from last round. Raynor, Malthael, Diablo coming out here. And Chen in the solo lane. Colonel Pants busting out the funky picks tonight. Got the Gazlo in game 1 and now Chen in game 2. Chen does pretty good at control point. I wonder if Malthael, I think at level 4, Malthael picking up Die Alone might be able to pop through Chen's shield, but I don't know. I don't know that matchup too well. Chen, I'm thinking Chen can hold the point. So that'll be an interesting matchup, Chen versus Malthael up top. And then a lot of damage from both sides. Chromie, Mephisto, Tychus burning down Diablo if he's up, you know, if he steps up and makes a play. So let's see how this one goes. Party Time trying to stick in this match, trying to take game 2 to take us to a game 3, get that reverse sweep. gillyShark trying to close it off with a domination victory here. As we head in to game 2 here, I am excited to see how this one plays out. gillyShark arguably had, you know, a strong control in game 1, but this was the map pick for Party Time. So let's see how they do here. As we head into game 2, let's introduce our teams. On the left-hand side, we have Party Time, Ekib on the Mephisto, Chessclue playing Mei, Bishop Mist on Tychus, Pokeflute circling the keep on the Stukov, and look at that vision from Chromie. Colonel Plants up top with the Chen. On the right-hand side, we have gillyShark, Zergy Monster in the top lane on the Malthael, Chest Looter playing the Raynor, Veggies on Diablo, Chemotripsin on the Deckard, and Stark playing Chromie. And we did see Chromie at level 1 taking the Vision talent on a 25-second cooldown, able to keep Vision on the enemy team, as you see her doing it again right there. That little red eyeball means that they have Vision. gillyShark will have Vision on the enemy team when that eyeball is up there. And on top of that, some other buffs, you know, spell power buffs and time trap buffs as well. We see the potions being dropped here for Deckard, setting up for the team. Big root triangle. Deckard has the follow-up CC there. I do want to, every chance I get, try and keep an eye on that top lane. Let's see what Chen went here. Eye of the Tiger. So going kind of that basic attack build, I think that's still the best thing for Chen. If he lands his combos basically throughout the game, if he's landing his keg and fire combo, whoa, look at that big slow. That was from Pokeflute there, hitting him with the W followed up with detonating that bio kill switch. So pretty crazy. Malthael looks like he's getting the upper hand, but it looks like Colonel Pan's trying to do some lane stalling up there so far. And Stark and friends do know that they're working on this camp. Let's see if Veggies wants to be aggressive and head in here. Just going to create some distance. Colonel Pants getting first control up top. Veggies first control down bot. The team's wanting to control both points. And it looks like, well, nope, Zergy Monster coming to stop the top control. So no one has control just yet. Chemotripsin and Chest Looter working on their bruiser camp as the siege camp is pushing in down bot right now for the side of Party Time. Time stop onto Poke Flute, but this camp is still pretty healthy. They're going in pretty hard here. This camp does reduce armor on everything, heroes as well as buildings. And they get a little bit of damage onto the wall here. Iki, even though he does teleport, took a ton of damage there. Got to be a little careful if he eats a whole combo from Stark and Chest Looter just peppering away. And this gives Veggies a chance to control bot, but there is the ring around the rosy up here. Colonel Pants and Zergy Monsters taking their turns clearing and collecting the minions. But as level 4 comes online, that die alone for Zergy Monster can make a big difference. We see Ruby, look at all the mini potions, but Veggie's nowhere near them to be able to collect them. Is he going to be able to get away here? Does have the spell armor at level 1, Soul Shield on a 45-second cooldown that gets stronger and stronger to help with Ekeeb's damage. And Chestclue actually taking a bunch of damage, pops the Unstoppable, heals up a little bit. And it looks like taking control of the bot point and the top point is Party Time now. There was a little bit of control for the side of gillyShark, but now it is Party Time taking control. And a little back and forth here. Colonel Pants holding his own, using his shield, but now he's on cooldown. Die alone is going to do some damage. He's going to have to give this up and go for the tap. So pretty interesting matchup there. I think Die alone is going to do a lot for Malthael. We see Withering Flames to reduce spell power. Ooh, a big root. But Veggies and Chest Looter looking really low. Can they finish this off? Not quite. But it does give them control of the point. A lot of these mini potions that get dropped aren't able to be picked up by Veggies because he's on the retreat. But if he goes back in there, he picks up a lot of health. And there's another vision from Chromie, keeping their eyes on the enemy team. Now Colonel Pants really feeling the heat of that Zergy Monster Die Alone level 4 talent. That's going to be, I think top is going to be kind of controlled by Zergy Monster now. And there's a nice silence onto Diablo, but pretty low health bars. This might be control of both points going over to gillyShark now. 54% on the side of Party Time. They all tap and they're ready to go back in. Veggies nice and healthy again, is going to sit on point. Time stop onto May. And let's see what she's going to do. She's stepping on point. Chest Looter peppering away from over the wall here. Veggies doesn't want to give up this point. Bishop Miss stepping forward. Look at that damage. A lot of percent damage. I'm telling you, Tychus with the minigun popping out the percent damage. Not quite enough. Veggies back in it after that Ruby. It's almost an ancestral heal after you hit that many heroes, and it looks like that dive onto Chestclue is going to finish him off. Chest Looter looking kind of low, but not enough damage to finish that either. And Bot Shrine going back over to gillyShark, and Colonel Pants did take the time to back entirely, and now he's back in this, holding his own. And there's a flip. Nice medallion, keeps him alive. Bishop Miss staying in this. May back up. And any interesting talents? We've got Massacre. I believe this is a standard pick to apply that Reaper's Mark without having to take the level 10 AoE. And we've got a fight going on down here. Chestclue looking for the big combo. Doesn't hit. Bishop Miss goes down. Iki might be next. And that's a 2-for-0. Chestclue is in deep now. Stark landing basically all 3 of those, dragon, whatever they're called, W's coming from the sky. And Colonel Pan's doing what he can to hold, but look at that die alone damage. Really doing a number. Just 50% extra damage if it only hits one hero. That's a great solo lane pickup. And Veggies and friends taking advantage of those deaths to steal the camp, take control of both points. And this is first Zerg wave going over to Zergy Monsters and friends on the side of gillyShark, pushing in top. Look at these Zergy boys coming out of their cage. And they're going to be pushing in here. Colonel Pant's very low, not going to be ready for this defense. These Zerg will attack heroes, so you got to be careful that you don't get targeted by them if you don't want to. Nice AoE damage from Chest Clue. I mean, that is pretty good for a tank to be able to do that. It looks like the side of gillyShark just wants to push in bot as the enemy team headed top to clear, and it looks like they're going to get this fort for free because Party Time is top clearing. Zergy Monster just hanging in the bush. Does show. I don't think they're going to quite reach him. Pops the Unstoppable to get away there. And that is going to be bot fort going to the side of gillyShark. First fort of the game. Trying to get some counter damage top. Not quite as much siege damage just yet. Maybe with Commander Odin. Commandeer Odin. Bishop Mist can do a little more siege damage. But that is first fort and level 10 on the side of gillyShark. Stay a while and listen for Deckard, putting people to sleep. Hyperion for that extra siege damage. We saw Chest Looter pop that out in first game to sneak a keep. That was a really cool moment. Lightning Breath again from first game. Temporal Loop from Chromie. You know, everyone does have the medallion, but that's a 5-minute cooldown, so no cleanse on the side of Party Time, so that's going to be an advantage for them. And Last Rites, standard pick there for Malthael. Level 10 online now. Endurance of Hate for the extra CC, the root and the damage. Massive Shove knocking someone out of the game here. Avalanche. Love to see a big avalanche slide past someone and push them under fort. And we see a kill down bot. Zergy Monster going down to the 5-man. But the rest of the team up here takes advantage knowing that the whole Party Time is bot. And they push in, and it looks like they might continue to push in. Hyperion might be dropped in just for the siege damage. Looks like he's going to hold it. Nope, there comes the Hyperion. A lot of siege damage, actually. Underestimated the amount that Hyperion can drop because it pops these missiles every few seconds. You see it kind of hit this, not quite destroying the well. And they couldn't really retaliate. They had to come back to defend their keep. So Party Time wasn't able to finish off the bot fort in the meantime. So again, macro advantage in favor of gillyShark. They've got a level lead coming up on level 13. Time out for Chromie on her level 11 talent. She gets hers a little early. Colonel Pants just skirts away there. And we see the bot camp taken on the side of Party Time. Might see a little bit of a ring around the rosy, but level 13 will come online for gillyShark, and we can expect them to look aggressively with that advantage. And Veggie says, I might look a little early. We know Veggies does like to look for those plays. And both actually in control of gillyShark for the meantime. Colonel Pants already stopping the top. That's 12%. But level 13 is now online. Ancient Blessings. So activate to Fortitude of the Faithful to empower nearby allied basic attacks. So that's going to be nice for Raynor. Chromie, is her basic attack that good? Maybe she takes Bronze Talons, but we don't have Bronze Talons here. Both sides again for gillyShark. They might look aggressively now. Look at them coming around behind Party Time. They are definitely looking for this fight. And let's see if they can get away. Pokeflute going way south to get away. And they do sneak away currently, but Veggie's still looking deep. Colonel Pants now caught in the combo. Unstoppable popped. He's deep. Is he going to pop the pandas? Sleep now online. Does get the pandas out. And Lightning Breath also online. Stasis for Chromie, trying to stay alive here. That's a long stasis. And Colonel Pants does still have mini pandas, doesn't die. Chest Clue popping the stasis to stay alive. Endurance of Hate connects, but May actually not able to get away. It must have been the last rites that connected there. Bishop Miss trying to run away, and now it's Colonel Pants that is in trouble here. I don't think he's getting out of that one. Pops his E, and there is the kill. Malthael closing that one up. That's a 2-for-0 on the side of gillyShark, showing their prowess here with these heroes. And this is going to be a big push. 2 heroes were dead. May is back online. This will be some nice, you know, AoE here. Veggies is actually pretty deep now, tanking tower shots and does go down. This could be what they needed for this defense. The keep does go down, but they save their core most likely. There's a nice route onto Raynor. Pops his unstoppable to try and get away, and it looks like the rest of gillyShark will be able to walk away from this one. Souls used up by Diablo for the instant respawn. First keep of the game going to the side of gillyShark. Both teams level 13 now. I would expect Party Time to be looking aggressively. Chemotripsin and friends already here, starting this camp. Let's see if they can make it in time. They are looking aggressively. They're trying to make it over. And I think we got vision from Chromie. And they step away. They're making those macro calls. They say, we have a level advantage, even a little bit more. And we don't want to give them a fight on the same talent here. We are going to be patient. We've got the macro advantage. Give up the camps. They're not going to get much with those camps. Malthael already working on clearing bot. And that camp's done. It did a minuscule damage to the fort. They can go top and start clearing over there. And it actually, look at this. This is a smart play. This is an aggressive play from the side of Party Time, forcing them to fight now. Veggie's now going on point. Does not actually land on the point. Dives a little too deep, and that is the boss. Going to the side of Party Time. Zergy Monster low, but does connect and kill with the last rites. Diablo dies in response, but May also a little deep, gets peppered away. And that is now a 3-for-1 as Diablo sacrifices to zone out the rest of the team. And Raynor and Chromie able to just melt the front line of Party Time there. And they're going to be able to get this clear on the boss. But this was still a deny. That was nice for Party Time to be able to deny this level 16 advantage on the boss. But not to say that, you know, it's going well for gillyShark for sure. So level 16 advantage online. Paint them red. This gives Raynor even some burst damage now. So Stark and Chest Loot are going to be able to do a lot of burst damage with this level 16 Paint them red. Really helps for Raynor's burst. 2 last right stacks there for Malthael, so shorter cooldown every time. Pretty cool. Let's see what we see here. Malthael going for the top. And will they make a play here? They don't quite get there in time. But it is Colonel Pants that's caught by Veggies, but now it's Veggies who's caught by Colonel Pants. Oh, there's a time loop onto Ekeeb, a lot of damage and a nice avalanche to push everyone away. Kind of a disengage, but it looks like the non-tanky Diablo not going to survive this one without his souls only at 50. He's on a full cooldown there. And that was just what Party Time needed to get back in this game. Unfortunately, 94% of the point does go over to gillyShark. So they're going to have a full Zerg wave coming in, whether or not Party Time wins this. So they're going to have to defend that Zerg wave or they're going to lose another keep. Let's see what they do with these last 12 seconds before Diablo's back online. They take the top. They have control of both points. Bot is pushed all the way in with 2 catapults heading towards the core, but no one deciding to do anything about that. They are going to have the full Zerg wave. Those catapults are connecting with core. They're not too strong yet. and they might be taken out. Yeah, it looks like these minions are going to take them out. Nice heads-up play there. Chess actually, Colonel Pants does go back. Maybe didn't even need to, but is going to go for the defense. Let's see if the rest of the team is as well. Yes, everyone is going back. They can't give up this second keep. And it looks like if nobody on the side of gillyShark goes back, that keep will die as well. But this could be GG if they win a team fight here as well. So Party Time does come back for the defense. And they actually might lose this keep still, but it was necessary to defend this to defend the core. And let's see if they're going to make it in time. The players are back on time. The keep taking damage, but I think they're going to be able to save it here with all of their damage. And it's going to be close. Keep for keep there. That is maybe best case scenario. Well, I guess best case scenario was saving their keep for Party Time. But that's a pretty good case scenario for them. And they are looking aggressively now. They are hiding in this bush. This is pretty cool. Stark does have the vision. Doesn't quite use it, but Diablo does sniff them out. And now it might be Colonel Pants that is not where he wants to be. In a sleep, in the last rites. Not going to get out there. Lightning Breath taking him out. It looks like Chen kills himself with his E damage. They can't fix that glitch for whatever reason. Chest Clue a little deep now. Able to sneak away. But that is a 1-for-0. They were looking for that aggressive play. But well played by Veggies and Stark to be sniffing out those bushes. No face checking here in Div A tonight. And they're going for this play. Nice combo. And it actually, this 5v4, they do trade out for Diablo. Now we've got a time stop on the point. And let's see how this plays out. Chemo next to die. Stark goes down. But Chest Looter, Soul Survivor on the point, gets rooted. And that's going to be all 5 dead. Ekeb and Chest Clue do survive. The sole survivors of that team fight. What a play by Party Time to take that 5v4 Hail Mary. And are they going for the core right now with just the 2 of them? No way. This is... Colonel Pants is alive, but that's a boss heading straight for core. Diablo is going to be up in 10 seconds. They don't have their minions with them. Colonel Pants calling this out. This is sketchy AF. But they might think this is their chance. Stark says, good luck, have fun. Veggies is online. Chest Clue very low. Making a play onto Ekeb. Colonel Pants doing some work here, but it is the Party Time core that is being melted by this boss. And that is a big with balls play, I will say. But yeah, that was a sketchy call, but sometimes you just go for the core, you know. They were all dead, and it's a split-second decision, so that is GG. What a crazy game there. Nice boss steals. And that is a domination victory going over to gillyShark. What? What a crazy game. And series, might I say. Wow. So we do have stats this time around. Everybody managing to die that game. That's what we'd like to see. You know, equal rights to the death here. And Chromie, Stark popping out tons of damage there. Bishop missed with the percent damage, also doing that work. 9-14, pretty even on those kills. A lot of back and forth in those team fights. Great boss fights there as well. And yeah, there you have it. What a crazy, crazy series. Let's see if we're going to get an interview tonight. Pop in the lobby, see if someone's going to join us from the side of gillyShark. Yeah, so we did see that kind of auto attack build, a little hybrid with the reduced spell power for Chen. But yeah, that was an interesting matchup for sure in the top lane. So let's see. It looks like we've got Chess Looter in here. Chess Looter, how are you feeling after tonight's series?
To be honest, I'm feeling quite emasculated.
Emasculated, that's a big SAT word, and you're going to have to kind of keep it simple for me tonight, all right?
Well, it doesn't feel great when my healer in game 1 does more than double my hero damage. I'm playing Raynor with Ace in the hole.
Well, here's your defense is, for whatever reason on the stream, there was some kind of glitch and the stats did not show up for game 1. So there's actually no record of him out damaging you. So
never mind, nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
I did great things game 1.
Actually, I did one. I'm glad you're in here because I wanted to talk about a specific great thing you did in game 1. And that was that cheeky Hyperion for the keep. You know what I'm talking about, that top keep that was, sitting with the sliver of health. Was that your call to just run over there and you said, I'm going over to kill this, wish me luck?
I brought up the idea to Stark, and he's usually the shot caller for the team, and he okayed the idea, and so I went ahead and did it. We sort of have a philosophy on gillyShark of why play the game when you can just end the game, and that moves us closer to ending the game.
So do you think Party Time took a note out of the gillyShark philosophy with that game 2 core call right there at the end?
It certainly ended the game.
Well put. What do you think? Give me probability. What do you think was the probability that Party Time could have got that core?
Incredibly low. Just the boss had enough damage on its own, and the Tychus doesn't kill it fast enough.
Yeah,
I agree. If they all stayed back and defended, their core still would have been fine with like 50% on it. So them ending there was a bit of a confusing one for us.
Would you say, as Chess Looter, would you call that a blunder?
They definitely blundered some material there.
And potentially blundering, the king, which is their core here, might have been the biggest blunder. But overall, I like that game too, those fights over the boss. What were those comms like during those fights?
It was a lot of veggies saying that he was dead, and the rest of us saying, okay.
So it was really interesting when he popped in there, because he dove in to get on the point, but he actually dove past the point. So there was actually no one standing on the point in that first attempt. So that that's kind of what happened. And then he did split up the team. I'll give it to him on that one. So I saw, you've got the repeat picks here. I've done a few of your casts this season, and I know you guys love that Diablo Tyrande combo. Is it kind of, if it's available, we're taking it kind of thing?
So I actually haven't played the game in 5 years, and so the team is doing that entirely for my benefit.
Oh, really? They're just saying,
gotta roll with 2015 comps. It's what I know.
That's fair. It's like you haven't played since the beta, and you just got to play those characters. So,
no, all jokes aside, it's strong because even with the medallions being introduced, a lot of people still don't adequately time it out. And so Diablo getting the stun combo on you, trying to allows you to chain it, and then you pick another couple people who can finish the kill. And being up 5v4 turns out is a pretty good advantage in this game.
I've noticed that. Well, speaking to that, what about that last boss fight where they came in 4v5 and did some funky stuff to get a team wipe?
I was surprised at how easily they were able to kill us, considering, like you mentioned, they were down 4v5, and they lost a lot of their zoning tools. They didn't have the May Avalanche.
Right.
And so just with the ability that they had to actually blow up veggies and blow up the rest of us, I honestly thought we were going to have a much easier time in that fight than we did.
I was skeptical, that was definitely a crazy play, but maybe, Mephisto did get buffed. I haven't really checked his what happened, but there was some chunky damage coming out. That's for sure.
I don't think they buffed any talents that were impactful in the game. They buffed the level 4 healing on the Skull Missile, and then Durance on 20 silencing immediately.
Okay, so it's not stuff that really came up, and not really meta picks, I guess, in general.
Right, and I think the silence change was largely just because of Medallion being introduced.
Right.
You could unstoppable yourself from the root, walk away, and then not get silenced.
Yeah, so that's kind of, it makes sense with the medallion changes. So how do you feel about the medallion overall?
It's certainly an anomaly in the Nexus.
Better than the weather event?
I mean, it's not lighting people's computers on fire, so generally that's a good thing.
So we'll take that as better than the weather event.
Honestly, performance issues aside, I really liked the weather just because it allowed you to play otherwise non-viable offlaners in the offlane. People without any semblance of wave clear but an incredible team fight worked in the offlane on specifically the maps where you got the free lightning shield.
Got the free Rhaegar W. Yeah, that was interesting. I did like playing with that for a little bit, but I guess c'est la vie. Well, very good performance tonight. Definitely excited to see how you guys do throughout the season. I wonder if this did this throw you guys into first place? For the time being, at least. I don't know how Caffeinated Nights did this week, but those 3 points, based on my chart right here, do put you in first place. So.
Oh, for real?
Yes, you are up by 1. Caffeinated Nights sitting with 12 points currently, but I think. It's gonna be close. Have you played them yet this season?
I believe they're one of our flex matches.
Okay, so that's gonna definitely be one to watch. You guys have been, neck and neck all season. I really want to see how that one comes to term here. So, yeah, man, great performance tonight. Great cheeky play on that keep. Any last comments? Any shout outs? What do you got?
Shout out to Gillyweed. She's working hard and doing way more than she should be. Obviously deserves a raise. Shout out to you, casting our games and casting all sorts of our games this season, and we really appreciate it. Shout out to Wono. He's our 6th, and he didn't play tonight, but he's doing the school thing, and turns out education is good.
Education is good. He was in the chat, so he's kind of balancing education and watching the team.
Do your homework, whoa.
There you have it. So thanks for the great games, man. Good luck with the rest of your season.
Thanks. And thanks for the cast.
All right, we'll be in touch. All right, guys. That is going to be my cast for tonight. That was a great series. Actually pretty back and forth. gillyShark, coming with that domination victory, but you still got to give it to Party Time. They put up a fight. They made it a party. The crazy boss plays, the team fighting was great on their part as well. And they are definitely not out of it for the season. They are up there on the charts as well. So there you saw it tonight. gillyShark taking first place in the division, at least for the time being, from the Caffeinated Nights. So that's pretty cool. But that is going to be it for me tonight. I'll see if I can pick up another cast this week. If not, I will definitely be back next week for some more action. Thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. This was a ton of fun, and I hope to see you soon.